Hey, 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 everybody. This is Tara. I'm here in Vermont. What's happening? I hope everybody's doing wonderful. We were supposed to have rain today, but it looks like it's going to be sunny all day. Got a couple of plans today. I've got CSA today. Got Nana's house today. Like to help her keep it nice and clean. And possibly, if the clouds stay away, I'm going to go to the swim hole. That's right. On top of the work that I do in between. So, pretty excited about today. Hello, Fernand. What's going on? How's Miami? Yes. Love Miami. It's like a whole nother place. It's amazing. Anyway. So anyway, I'm Tara, in case you don't know who I am. If this is the first time you've ever come on a live video, welcome. Good to have you. And, yeah, so I'm just awesome. I like myself. And maybe you'll like me too. But today's video is going to be maybe a little bit, whoa, and it might be something that will cause a cognitive dissonance in you that you might even get mad, and that's all right. I get it. It's okay. Because I used to feel that way before I realized really how I truly felt. So are you wondering if there's something that's getting in your way, that maybe it's something that you're being taught that's stopping you from having success in your business? This video is definitely for people that have a home-based business. And if you could find out what it was, would you want to change it right now? That's the big deal, okay? So this is a huge thing, and the reason why I came up is I actually had a person, hello Reagan, what's going on? That's my new friend. A new friend of mine that, it's amazing. So anyway, let me go ahead and get into it. This is the number one thing. I've got notes because I got all impassioned about it today. The number one thing that you may be being taught by your sponsor, your upline, your enroller, whatever you want to call it, your team leader, maybe it's the team leaders, maybe you're not directly, maybe you're just in the team, that is probably stopping you from making money, impacting other people's lives, and it might be hurting your reputation. Now, I want you to sit back for a second here, and I want you to hold out and stick with me, because this is so powerful, because my entire life and business changed once I got going with this. You know what I used to be really tired of? Back in the day, when I first got started, I used to get caught up in this, and it used to upset me. I would make a new friend on Facebook, and they would talk about my awesome this or my awesome that. They'd give me lots of love, and they would go back and forth with me, and then they would pitch me and send a link. And I would be like, oh my God, they weren't even trying to build rapport with me for real. They were building rapport with me to build their team. So I didn't know how to handle that. And I followed a couple of different leaders that were really good at rapport building. And that's what they teach. And I would try to learn it. But for me, I had a really difficult time knowing when the right time was to pop the question. Okay? Now, lucky for me, I'm an authentic person. As you can see, I'm like sitting here in a tank top. Probably shouldn't be wearing it. I got no makeup on. I'm just fresh out of bed. I was struggling with finding out when to say something. When to say, hey, would you be open? And I was totally stagnant in my business. And good thing for me that I am authentic, and that any of the rapport building that I did before I popped the question in the past, it's okay if something happened. And I'm going to tell you what happens a lot. And it still happens even though I don't market this way or prospect this way. Good morning, Mom. I will see people that I never got to the point with, that I never found the right time to ask them if they would be open to something, actually join my team with someone else that wasn't afraid. And I said, what is making me be afraid? What is stopping me from popping the question? And I realized it was because I felt really awkward in the rapport building. And so I've always loved Ray Higdon, and I've been following Ray Higdon for a long, long time. And there's something that, I guess it was like last October, I think it was, he did this thing about rapport versus getting to the point in this video, and I was like, you know what? What bothers me is the people that bother to build rapport with me just to add someone to their team do not continue to do it after I've said no. They stop talking to me. They're fake. So what happens when you're teaching your team, or you're being taught by your upline leader that's good at rapport, that understands when to jump in a conversation and do that. If you're being taught that, you're hurting yourself and your reputation, because people won't trust you anymore because it's not trustworthy. If you can't honestly make friends with somebody, whether or not they do say yes or no, then you're not playing the game fair, and you're not being good to yourself or the people that you're bringing in. So when he taught me this method, I said, oh my gosh, it takes all the pain and suffering out of it. And the worst thing that could happen is that somebody gets upset. And it's usually somebody, this happened to me last week. I actually had somebody insult me and say, hey, I hate to sound insulting, but, and they went off on this thing about how horrible I was, and I never spam them whatsoever. All I asked them is if they would be open to taking a look at what it is I'm doing, and if they weren't, it was totally cool. They went off. I don't know how much time they spent writing these diatribes to mail me, to message me, that they weren't working on their business because they were trying to defend something that is not duplicatable. Now, do you want to have a team of people where you're making a great impact and you can give them something that they can do, that everyone can do, even if they're afraid, even if they have nobody on their friends list, even if they're scared of the whole thing, that they can do that will actually help them move forward in their business and help them make some money? Would you rather have 100 of those people, or 1 or 2 people that understand exactly when to cue in the psychological pitch? Think about it. What I've discovered in my own life is that when I approach a real leader, when I approach somebody that's a real business person and I come at them with that kind of thing, really to the point and really nonchalant, because most people are going to say no right away. Most people need more information. Most people want to know, learn, like, and trust you, but they're never going to learn, like, and trust you if you're being fake with them. The people that are true leaders in what they're doing or being honest, they find no offense to that. They're all right with that. Okay, then. They're like, oh my gosh, no, I'm busy. You know, I got things on my plate, or I'm not open right now. I'm really focused on what I'm doing. You know, thank you so much for reaching out. And then boom, come right back at them with rapport. Because if you're prospecting people that you wouldn't want to be friends with anyway, that could be a problem. Okay, so when I go look for people that I want to talk to, I look very hard at their profile page, and I make sure they're not somebody that I would be like, oh no, like you don't want to do that. So why wouldn't you continue to build rapport after they say no or yes? You know how many people enroll people and just drop them? That's crazy sauce, crazy sauce. So be aware of that, and I want you to think about that. If you're a leader, if you have a small team or a big team or whatever, and you're trying to teach them how to do that number one thing that's going to help them build their business. It's not about beautiful graphics. It's not about flowery copy. It's about reaching out to people and seeing if they're open. Hello, Jan. What's going on? Long time no see. It's about getting to the point and continuing to build an authentic relationship. They may never say yes. They may never ask you again. But how about this? In a year, they say, you know what? Remember that thing that you were talking about that time? Are you still doing that? You know, because I'm looking for something. Boom. You actually have an authentic relationship in which you can do that. I personally, if I cold message somebody I don't know, I make sure that I friend request them as soon as they respond, whether they say yes or no. I want to make new friends. I want to build rapport. I want to have people that I can learn from on my page, even if they never join me. Because that's what it's all about, okay? So if you're looking to have a really big impact on your life, your finances, your friends, your family, your neighborhood, your causes, think twice about teaching somebody something that, if they're not a natural at, will not work for them. Start teaching people what they can do so they can earn the money. And you start doing it yourself. Okay? So, with that being said, if you want to impact more people, if you want to grow a bigger team, you want to financially bless your family, you want to change the world, you want to build 1 million community gardens, then I'm going to tell you that you cannot afford not to reach out to me and grab the exact same script that Ray Higdon taught me that transformed my business. You know, if you're into production and want to see something happen, and you want to make more money than you're spending, instead of just being in this constant state of shock in your message inbox and not knowing what to say to people and thinking that you can cover up prospecting with a lot of marketing, because you can't, because I did it for years. It doesn't work. Then you're going to want to message me and find that out. And I've got an extra fun for you. Because this script is absolutely amazing. If you just follow it, you'll be amazed. But on top of, where did I put it? Oh my gosh. The people that do reach out to me to ask me for the Ray Higdon script that he taught me, I'm not making it up myself. It just works. Okay, he recruited thousands and thousands of people and became an influencer in the business because of his ability to go out there and ask somebody if they were open. Okay, you want that, you message me. However, what I will be picking out of the people that message me, I will do a random drawing, and I will hook you up with the simplest book that you could ever have that will help you come out of stuck, tired, broke, and feeling like you're being pushed around to somebody that's producing for you and your team, your family, your causes, your finances, and the things that you're proud of. Okay? So with that being said, I'm going to head on out. Go ahead and shoot me a message. I'll give you exactly what he taught me. I'm not going to change it or make it any different. And then out of those people, I will select someone to run freakishly effective social media for network marketing. If you want to build your business, you're going to want in on this. So with that being said, I love you all very, very much, and I'll see you on the other side. Thank you, everyone.